Some rules sound simple until you realize why they were made. I only broke it once, and now I can't sleep without hearing her voice whisper from the basement. I moved into the house on Hemlock Street at the beginning of October. I had just transferred universities and I was broke. The ad said $300 per month, basement room, private entrance, no pets, one rule. It sounded too good to be true, but I called anyway. The woman who answered said her name was Mrs. Halberd. Her voice was thin and she talked slow, like she was careful with her words. She told me to come that same evening, said I sounded quiet. That should have been my first warning. The house was old, real old. The kind that smells like dust and varnish. The basement door was through the kitchen, and the stairs creaked with every step. But the room itself was clean, windowless, bare walls, a mattress on the floor. Not cozy, but not creepy. Not yet. As she handed me the key, she paused and looked straight into my eyes. Her pupils didn't move. She didn't blink. And then she said it. The basement has 2 doors. You are only allowed to open one, yours. The other stays locked, always. Do not knock, do not listen, and never, under any circumstance, open it. I laughed, thinking she was messing with me. She didn't laugh back. The first few days were fine, quiet. The house made old house noises, but I was used to that. She never came downstairs. I never went upstairs. We coexisted like ghosts in the same graveyard until the 5th night. I woke up around 2:30 a.m., not from a nightmare, just awake, like something had shifted in the air. Then I heard it, a knock, 3 soft knocks, not on my door, on the other one, the locked one. I sat up in bed, holding my breath. Silence. Then, a whisper. So soft I thought I imagined it. Are you there? The voice was small, a girl's voice, maybe 12 or 13, not Mrs. Halberd. I waited. I didn't respond. Eventually, silence again. The next morning I told her what I'd heard. She didn't react. She just poured tea and said, "It knocks because someone always answers, but the door feeds on the second time." I don't know what that meant. I wish I never asked. The knocks came again. Every night. Always at 2:33 a.m. Sometimes the voice cried. Sometimes it begged. Sometimes it called my name. That's what broke me. The 10th night, when it whispered, "Please, I'm cold, Noah." I stood up. I walked to the door. My hand was on the knob when I remembered her words. I didn't open it, but I pressed my ear against it. What I heard wasn't a child. It wasn't even human. The voice dropped. It changed. "There you are," it said in a voice like wet gravel. I stumbled back. The door handle began to turn, but it didn't open. It was still locked. The next morning, I stormed upstairs and demanded answers. Mrs. Halberd looked tired, older than before. She didn't speak for a long time. Then she said, "That room used to be mine. When I was your age, I opened the door." She wouldn't tell me what she saw, just that she locked it afterward and never opened it again. "It waits," she said. "It remembers you. If you listen, it listens back. And if you ever speak to it, it will learn your name." I moved out the next day, left half my stuff behind. I didn't care. But last night, for the first time in months, I woke up at 2:33 a.m. in my new apartment, far from Hemlock Street, and I swear there were 3 soft knocks on my closet door, then a whisper, "Are you there?" There are doors you're not meant to open, rules you're not supposed to test. Because sometimes, they're not just rules. They're the only thing keeping something out or keeping it in. Subscribe to They Hear You for more stories that were never meant to be told. We release new nightmares every week. And remember, when the knocking starts, don't answer.